Yeah, so when I was 16, I was attacked in the football locker room and left paralyzed. So this was March of 2013, so it was March of my sophomore year in high school. They were switching my position for the next season. They were switching me from tight end to center, so I would have been snapping the ball because I had done that in middle school. That's the position I played a little bit in middle school, and our center had graduated that year, so I was the next man up. No problem with me. So I wanted to start working on snapping that ball because I hadn't done it in 2-3 years. So I decided to stay after our off-season workout that day, check the ball out, and start snapping a little bit on my own time. I was not forced to do this. I was not told by any coach that I had to stay after or asked or in any way. I decided to do this on my own because that's who I was. I just wanted to get better and be as good as I could. That way when we actually started doing football, like plays and stuff in the summer and whatnot, I was good. I was ready to go. So after our workout, after we got done lifting, I went to the coach's office and I checked out of football, told the coach what I was going to do. He's like, okay, after you're done, check it in with me. So I went and I did my little, I practiced my snaps and whatnot, and I went to check the ball back in, and the coach was in a meeting with another player, so I didn't want to interrupt. So I was standing in what we call our team room, and an older kid came in. He was a year older than I was, and he was like, hey, throw me the ball. So I tossed it to him. He tossed it back. He's like, hey, I'll get it to coach. I'm like, no, sir, I can't do that. Coach told me to check it in because I was the one who checked it out. He said, oh, well, I'll get it to him. I'll get it to him. I was like, no, I'm not giving you the ball. So he didn't like that. He was used to getting his way because he was, he's older than me, I think is what he thought was going to happen. That just because he's an upperclassman and I was lower than him, I had to listen to him, but I wasn't going to. I listened to my coach. And I knew that he liked to fight. And our coach had a strict no fighting policy. If you fought, you got kicked off the team. So I wasn't about to fight him and get kicked off the team. So I went to the locker room. And the way that the locker room was set up, where my locker was, as soon as you go through the door, you turn left, and there's my locker. So as soon as I turned left, I tossed the ball into my locker. And the next thing I remember, I had two arms wrapped around me. I'm looking at the ceiling, and then I can't move anything below right here. And the only thing I can feel is right here where my neck was broke, and it was the most excruciating pain you'll ever feel in your life. He had followed me to the locker room. He came up behind me, he picked me up, he slammed me, and he broke my neck in 3 places. And that was 10 and a half, almost 11 years ago. But yeah, that's how I became paralyzed. Now, I don't think that he meant to paralyze me. I'm just going to get that. I don't think he meant to hurt me the way he did. But he did decide to follow me. He did decide to put his hands on me. And he did decide to pick me up and slam me the way he did. And in my heart of hearts, I know that he did not mean to paralyze me. So I don't hold any ill will, or I don't hold any grudges or wish anything bad on him in any way. I hope he's living a good and happy life. But yeah, thanks for the question. If you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comments, and I will answer them just like this. Y'all have a good day.